I never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that? Yeah. Do we own that? Yeah. We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Sally, the young guard, to all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know what we overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With the season winding down, thoughts are already beginning to turn to the playoffs. But you gotta play it out to the end. So these gals will need to keep the focus on this game and not start looking ahead to the postseason. It's the Jaguars going up against the Texans. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, it is set to host Super Bowl 51 on February 5th of next year as you take a look inside NRG Stadium here in Houston. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. Their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. A very solid gain of 27.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Pass interference, defense.
So pass interference, partnered with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 10th-year man from linebacker U, Paul Posluszny, in there to sack him for a loss of 6. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They come up in an offset eye. Now the second-year man from Alabama, T.J. Yeldon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Kevin Johnson's skills just continue to get better and better. An elite athlete out on the corner. He's up to the challenge of any receiver.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
So now the 5-year man, Brad Nortman, to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Holding offense.
Looking to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On third down, yelled it. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Taken in at the 11. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this one is incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Underneath for Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Green 90. Green 90.
They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. Finding time. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. Plenty of scoring here already. We're back to Houston in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Hey, that is right. Watch that in. Edwards got 4. Go. Green 39. Green.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles surveying the field. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Taking it about the 36. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
And it is now 21-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Yeldon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The rookie from Maryland, Yannick Ngakoue. In there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Back to throw here. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. They got pressure there and only rushing 3. And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football? And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down. Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This is taken around the 12.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic 1st down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Tight right. Here we go now. Blue 90. No. Check.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught left side, Hopkins. They'll get 17 yards there. And that'll be good for a Houston first. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now. And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. Pryor has it complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Let's go.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this 1st half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. On first down, Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Miller on the catch over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
False start, offense.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now they're in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they went big on first down, proves unfruitful.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Pass interference, defense.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've come, and Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second half begins with a run by Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Yeldon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's the Jaguars defense as they get ready to set up shop. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. Room here to run. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Third down now following the run.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the 5th overall pick, Jalen Ramsey. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Yeldon, the lone running back. Now Bortles. Completion left side to Miller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the 5th overall pick, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense, because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Brad Nortman now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Miller, the lone setback. He'll get it running right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans add on. And this one through the uprights and good.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing.
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Chinese Ringo. Chinese on the Ringo. Chinese on the Ringo. Here we go now. Green 90.
On 1st down, Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll come out in the pistol. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles completes it to Lee. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
first down is Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now Bortles again. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? In a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
He goes underneath for Yeldon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet inbounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Green's got it over the middle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Now, they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And finding Fedorowicz. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Pro Bowler, Calais Campbell, in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans defense heading back out now, ready to get their cracks again. They've had a great game. They have given this offense fits all game long.
Plenty to review, plenty to enjoy. How about the highlights that's going to happen out of this one? Big plays all around.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt, in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
One final try now for Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.
Train
show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this in all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up the Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event and boxing in it. As the time been ticking, I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block the hit. Cause someday, something come along. Someone tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that someone, somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no this strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home and tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you out and get you rolling, get you gotta go. I got a flight up in the morning on someday, something come along. Someone tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. He tryna catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and ain't looking for no love though. He tryna catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. He tryna stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottles in the section and I promise to pay. You never had your head this way. Are you still living in the place? They told me you've been doing okay. In another world where you and me, we show our hearts here entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my fantasy. Tell me we can make this real if we can follow what we feel. I'm running but I've reached the edge, and now I'm falling, so promise that you'll catch me. Promise that you'll catch me.
my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might rob it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mud. Yeah, this some mud. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Tryna get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift. Just cop the Benz, oh, with the tint. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah, in every song I said, I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head, no, heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad, they straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
Yeah, 104 times how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole town. On mamas, man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already. You got plans to do it, boy, we did it already. Got a couple DMs, I done slid in already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah, I'm a star like Moesha's. Running up the numbers like Aisha's. Yeah, I be sliding, I be creeping. Girls these days, they just don't know how to keep it. But I got it all handled. They try to box me in, I got my own angles, yeah. I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing put on every candle. I'm like,
please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
If you ain't know me, bet you know now. Juicy came through with the verse for me both times. In Bot-town, that's automatic, hold down. What's that? Ask no question, just hold it down. While you hating on the progress, I'm a humble, I don't even pop. What I do? I just drive the Maybach through the projects. And still crazy, I ain't even drive shit. Hate from a distance, please don't try me. Cause we'll turn it up on anybody. I see why they don't like me. Yelling out 400, they go too heavy. I'm with the posse back at it. Whoa. That mean come on, go on platinum. Whoa. That mean I got a Kindle in my mattress. Oh, I got the BD back bragging.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop, word up. I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power with an M. I get it down like gravity, rap rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythm and clear. I am vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week's matchup featuring two teams who both came away with wins a week ago and know it should be a good battle today. It's the Bengals going up against the Texans. So with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it is set to host Super Bowl 51 on February 5th of next year as you take a look inside NRG Stadium here in Houston. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Here's Dalton.
The defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And some room to work. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Offense. And penalties decline.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And the offense trots out onto the field.
And A.J. Green is an absolute playmaker on the perimeter for his team.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the veteran Steve Weatherford to punt it away.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And it's taken in at the 9. Uses the stiff arm.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Miller, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Cuts it out to the sideline. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run again with Bernard. And some space here. And a nice spin into some open field. 30, 20, 10, 5. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
Andy Dalton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And that's a guy, Lamar Miller, from Miami, went to the University of Miami, was playing for the Dolphins, but now moved to the Lone Star State.
Yeah, how about that? And sometimes that change of scenery, it may look like it's going to affect him adversely. He's away from his home for the first time ever, but sometimes you get out on your own somewhere else, that can increase your performance. You only focus on your football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Detroit! Leopard! Now let's go! Leopard!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. It's second down. Dalton looking. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From midfield here, Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. Third down here. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And fourth down coming up. And now the 11-year man, Steve Weatherford, on to punt it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's what they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And that is how you retaliate. After getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Bengals defense readies as they head onto the field. They were picked apart really on that last drive through the air. Now 2 touchdowns against some of the passing variety here in this first half.
And momentum totally going against them right now. One way to shift it, a big sack or some sort of a takeaway. They've got to find a way to get back in balance in this game because right now they're under siege.
Yeah, they're a little bit shaken. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get 1 step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flags.
And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game, and I think they have to be happy with the result.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. That is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Terrell Pryor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. On the screen, Bernard. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This is brought in at the 21. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally.
4 down. Check. Bang. Wide, 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Green's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. 1st and 10 for Dalton. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's what we love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. On the counter, it's Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Here's Bernard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? A dump off now to Hill.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Third down from the gun, Dalton. He's got time in the pocket. Underneath here to Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.